Good morning. Welcome to Mull. I thought I'd just do this to prove I do actually go out in the morning. Uh, Nearly on the highest point here on the island, and nice and quiet this time of the morning. So thought I'd shoot a little message from Mull. No doubt a car will come past any minute and say, "There's that weirdo talking to his phone again." Now, today's message from Mull is titled "Decisive Moments and the 2-minute Rule." Again, stay with me. So, I've come to realize that I start each day with a bit of a ritual, really. And that ritual is the alarm goes off, I get up out of bed, I throw the cycle kit on straight away, jump on the bike, and off I go. And it's quite a decisive moment, that, for me, first thing in the morning. It's become an automatic choice or an automatic habit, and it has a huge impact on what follows in the next few hours for me. And obviously that's quite productive in this case. And we all have decisive moments during the day where a particular action will have an outsized outcome in perhaps the minutes or the hours that follow, or perhaps the rest of the day. So for me, quite often, actually getting up and getting out dictates whether I have a good day or a bad day, to be honest with you, because I perceive getting out into places like this and getting my exercise done early in the morning as a key part of my day. And I know that I'm not chasing my tail in terms of exercise for the rest of the day. And what follows on from this is I'll return home, I'll get a shower, I'll pick up a fairly healthy breakfast that I made last night so I can eat that on the ferry as I come across to Oban. Um, and then I start work. I start work in a much better place than I would do if I didn't do this. So decisive moments during the day are really critical for us. However, those decisive moments can be negative as well. And actually, once we get into them, we find it just easier to keep going. Think of the time that perhaps you sat down in the first 10 minutes of a film. You thought this is rubbish, but you just kept watching it. Or perhaps you keep snacking when you're still full. And we'll all have times like that, or turning the television on can often be a decisive moment in terms of what follows for the next few hours. We sit and we flick through the channels. So decisive moments can be positive or negative. And as I say, it's just easier to keep going with what you're doing. Now then, the 2-minute rule I mentioned as well. And what this relates to is the fact that sometimes when you're trying to start a new habit, the best thing to do is just do the first 2 minutes, especially if it's something that you think this is going to be a little bit difficult. So let's talk about attending the gym, for example. So for those who are worried about going to the gym and have this perception that they're going to have to do maybe a 45-minute to an hour session, if you're struggling with that concept, just do the first 2 minutes. Just get to the gym. And what you're doing is starting to practice and master the art of turning up. And for a lot of people, when they start a new health kick, that's the best thing to do. At Healthy Options, we often start with very short sessions at the start and then gradually build. Once people have had time to develop a habit, and once they feel more comfortable and they've developed the art of turning up, which is basically you're casting votes for your new identity. And once you manage to do that and set that really good foundation, then it acts as a real good springboard to move forward, lengthen the sessions, and challenge yourself a little bit more. But in the early days, it's really important that we just get there. And in Healthy Options, we often say, just get here and we'll do the rest. So think about decisive moments that you have during the day. They're almost like a fork in the road. They're like kind of an entry ramp to the highway. But that highway can take you somewhere positive or it can take you somewhere negative. Think about your decisive moments, your 2-minute rule, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.